Good afternoon, Bobcats. I'm Lisa, and this is the BBTV News for April 12th, 2017.
Hi Bobcats, I'm Jay, starting you off with our top stories today. A woman fell off of California's tallest bridge while taking a selfie. The bridge was more than 730 feet tall. She and a group of friends were walking under the bridge on girders when she attempted to take a selfie and tripped. She has suffered serious injuries and has yet to be identified.
Hi Bobcats, I'm Abby. An apartment complex in Texas makes their swimmers feel a little dizzy by sticking a glass-bottomed pool 10 feet out of the apartment and 500 feet above the streets. The pool gives swimmers the feeling of flying as you can see tiny cars zip across the street. The glass is made out of 8-inch glass, making it pretty hard to break. The reactions were very mixed about the idea. Some say that they would definitely swim, and others say that they don't like the idea of living on the edge.
That's all for our top stories today. Now let's spin over to the BBTV Sports Zone.
Good afternoon, Bobcats. I'm Chang. You just entered the BBTV Sports Zone. First up in Buffett Sports this week, Buffett Track has won their first track meet of the season and have another track meet on Wednesday, April 13th versus Monroe. For today's sports feature, the baseball season has started and the Kansas City Royals are really struggling this year, and they have started 0-3 after their young pitcher, Ronaldo Ventura, who died in a car crash in the Dominican Republic on January 2nd, 2017. They do not have a same bullpen like last year. They won it all. They've also traded away some key players that are doing better at the new teams than the Royals. That's all for Buffett Sports today. Now on to the Buffett Bench.
Good afternoon, Bobcats. I'm Andrew with today's Buffett Binge. First up, Steam is having a sale on a lot of AAA titles like Dishonored 2, Payday 2, and 545 other games. So be sure to fill your Steam wallet, if you have a Steam account, and buy some games on sale. Next up, is Test Drive Unlimited 3 going to be made? The answer is yes. The game is on the way, but we don't know who's making it. But one possible developer is that a game company called Big Ben Interactive, who recently said they might buy the Test Drive franchise from Atari and Eden Games, will make the next game, but we don't know for sure. Another possibility is that the original developers, Eden Games, will make the game and revive one of the most popular racing franchises ever. That's all for the Buffett Binge. Now on for the BBTV feature of the day.
Good afternoon, Bobcats. I'm Haley, and I'm here with the feature of the day. It is said that robots may one day greet visitors at Walt Disney World. It turns out the mega company has applied for a patent application for these humanoid robots. According to the document, these robots are adapted for human interaction. Disney officials declined to comment about the patent. There's no timeline for when the robots will be roaming the parks. That's all for the feature today. Now it's time for Buffett's announcements.
Hi Bobcats, it's Lisa again. I'm here with your daily announcements. First up, what are your plans for next year, Bobcats? If you're planning on returning to Buffett, your counselors like to know. Make sure you have returned registration form to the 2017-2018 school year before the end of the day today. Extra forms are available in the counseling office. You know what they say, if you don't select your classes, the computer can do it for you. Any current 7th grade student who is interested in traveling to New York City as an 8th grader during spring break may pick up a packet of information in Rosenberg's room B124 or in the office at Mrs. Hawk's desk. Finally, for all upcoming 6th, 7th, and 5th graders, robotics applications for next year's robotics team are available in the main office or in Ms. Lopez's room B224 and are due no later than April 12th. That's all for today's announcements. Now for a little fun before we go.
Good afternoon, Bobcats. I'm Kylie, and I'm here with the Before We Go segment. A Wisconsin high school student went all out for his promposal this year. Seniors Stephen West and Maddie Newton have been dating for over a year, and when Stephen asked Maddie out for prom last year, he made it memorable.
He and a couple of his friends went in the McDonald's parking lot, and they had prom signs on their trucks. So, and I walked out after school and they were revving up their engines.
So when this year's prom rolled around, Steven knew he had to go even bigger.
You have to make it special so it's memorable for the person, and I'll do it every time because it's something I believe she deserves.
Enter Chi-Hi Resource Officer Joe Nelson.
I didn't know what he was approaching me about for this particular thing until he asked him. I was very excited to offer him this chance, and it turned out to be really well.
To pull it off, Steven used an incident he'd been warned about before, driving a bit too fast out of the parking lot. Only this time, Officer Nelson was waiting.
He said he had a warrant in Bloomer, and then he took him out of the car and put him in cuffs. And I was looking back, and I was getting kind of nervous at that point.
But when Maddie went back to talk with Officer Nelson, she was told there was one way Steven could get out of it.
And I knew what it was already, so yeah, he asked me to prom then.
And Maddie did say yes to a proposal which had an unintended consequence.
And he has improved his driving since then, so my job is done. Yeah.
And so is Steven's.
Thanks for watching our broadcast today. I'm Lisa. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.